Welcome back to Mini Bike Mondays. So the last time we have seen this bike, scented this bike, we did the top speed run on it. Wasn't impressive. Yeah.
Stupid.
So what was holding this bike up? This is a street legal mini bike. It's been under a tarp, and guess what? It's still wet. So we had to take the tire off. It's getting a plug patch put on because it had a thorn hole in it. So that'll be back in the next little bit. Here, when it gets in the springtime, we're going to disassemble all this bike. And I tell you, I look at some of the stuff I did on this and was like, you're an idiot. Like, just stupid. Don't look at it. Look away. But we're going to redo some things and stuff and then paint the things we've added. But anyways, this was supposed to be our version of a Chinese Grom.
Yeah, but
pretty
better.
much.
But not as good.
Well, so what we've done to this bike, if you guys remember, we put the Go Power Sports upgraded springs. This is a pretty much fully built Tillotson. Has a mildly ported head, the high output charging system, billet rod. I can't remember the cam. It has a 26 millimeter true mikuni, but we're taking that off for the 24 millimeter flat slide. I just like these flat slides a lot better. Last time we rode this, it hit like 45, 48 mile an hour.
And then that was it.
Well, and it takes off like a rocket, but then that's it.
You can tell that the pulley is holding it back. It won't let it rev out, which is what the new pulley is for.
Oh yeah, Go Power Sports Juggernaut, baby. We've been waiting on this pulley forever.
It looks awesome.
Yeah, we've known about it for over a year that it was coming to the market. Go Power Sports, of course, had to test it and make sure it was good. So this pulley will allow you to rev to 6,500 RPMs. We just ran one on Miss Redbeard's bike, and it's sick. That thing will rev out.
Probably for life.
That's where this bike was hurting. It takes off with a ton of power like you can get. And I don't want to gear it any different because it takes off really good. If you use a pull out in front of a car, you can somewhat get out of their way if it's a granny on a moped. But
I think we can all agree, though, the red and white pops. It looks good.
I like that old Honda generator side cover. It looks like a motorcycle side cover. It looks sick. I thought about putting the stock shocks back on it because it's not made for off-roading, and it lifted. The way I lifted the seat, I don't like it. I put this tail light under it, and we lifted up the rear of the seat. Idea. It looks cool, but you feel like you're like that. So yeah. I'm thinking if I put the stock shocks, which will drop it about 1.5 inches, make it a lot more comfortable. For comparison, that'll drop us about 1.5 inches, it looks like. Someone want to do the honors on the opposite side, and that swing arm's going to drop. So there's your two toys over there. All right, so just go ahead and take out the top. And when we drop it, what we'll do is when he takes that one, we'll slide this bolt in.
Got it.
To hold it.
The top?
Yeah, it don't matter. Alright, now slide that. Alright, Lonnie. Oh, you got it.
There you go.
Oh my gosh. Hold it down.
Alright. A little bit higher. Good.
Traction notified us once he was here, like, hey, I'm super sick, got the coronavirus. Sounds like Roseanne when he talks. Alright, for the Juggernaut setup, you have to put both pulleys on at the same time because there's not enough room for activities. See, this one you don't have to because you can pull that off and then pop this belt off. But good gosh, Lonnie. This belt is pretty warped because when it kicks in overdrive, you can see it ripping apart right there. I'll keep this belt as a just in case belt, but make sure to keep all your spacers. This has actually got 2 less spacers than Becca's bike did. Flat side of the CVT belt goes in. You can start this pulley on first. Actually, you got my key.
Your what?
The key for this pulley laying over there. There's a carburetor. The orange one on the wall over there.
Got it.
Okay, well that worked really well. Well, you will, because you're gonna start bringing babies into this world. Unfortunately, a bunch of Lonnie babies. Can you imagine? Oh yeah. So fresh and so clean. Well, that's done.
Maybe you can bend it out of there.
I didn't cut it enough. Oh boy, I didn't even get. Okay, so what will happen was the chain will eat its own way through that plastic.
It'll make its own hole.
Yeah. I got the tire back. How much was it? $10?
Yeah.
You don't even know.
It was. 10 and some change.
She is ready to rip snort and take down the road. Dope nasty.
You put a turbo on that thing, right? Oh my gosh, you're being...
We never hooked the fuel line up. That looks pretty sick. So the next goal for this bike is to clean it up and paint and fix some of the brackets. Okay, we are ready. So, got the Juggernaut installed on the street legal mini bike. And I tell you boys, this thing is performing like we originally intended it to. Alright boys, we are on the street legal mini bike. She's spitting a little bit, don't know why. But she runs amazing, I'm telling you. So before, we could only run probably like, I think it was 45 tops out, like we couldn't get any more. Now we're on this back road, we can let out, we're not having to hold it full bore, and the engine's not like trying to hold at 4 grand. And this bike's real cold collared, but she should be warm now. We'll see. Nope, she's still cold collared. So you can see how she's pulling. It's pulling pretty good. That's full bore. Lonnie can do like 60 mile an hour on it. And of course I'm gravy bones, as always. But she's doing way better than she did before. I mean, it is holding the engine at a higher RPM, but you're able to let out. But all in all, this Juggernaut, just being able to be in the higher RPMs where this engine likes to make power, it's and I don't like these tires for road use, I can tell you that much. It's real washy, but yeah, it's pretty dope nasty. So I just want to talk to everybody. You know, I'm sure everybody's being affected differently from the old virus, but you know, I work from home, work out in my garage, so you know, we're pretty good. We have food, we have things to do, we're not bored, we believe in Jesus, and that's all that matters. But and we're riding mini bikes at 42 mile an hour down the road illegally. I mean legally. But you know, I'm holding the speed limit perfectly fine. We will check on the belt wear once we've rode a little bit like the town a couple times, but other than that, it seems to be absolutely no belt slippage. It'd probably work even better if I got like a skeleton cover, made like a skeleton cover for the torque converter, because it wouldn't trap a lot of heat in. This thing just has, I mean, it can hold it. Before, if I hit a hill, it would go all the way down to like 30 mile an hour or lower. Now, she doesn't do that. She's able to hold her speed pretty well. And that's what we was looking for with this bike, was reliability, basically to be able to hold 45 mile an hour and be able to just cruise. This is a back road bike.
and having fun on it, living life, doing our thing. I do want to move the foot peg. I feel like I'm sitting in a recliner. I think I'm going to move the foot pads in like a dirt bike orientation. But yeah, we're holding. I mean, that was like almost 50 mile an hour right there, 47. We're hitting a hard hill right now. And if I give her the beans, she'll climb. She does need idled up, but night and day difference on performance. And she's got power. Like, it had power to 30 mile an hour, but then as soon as it hit 4 grand, she held there. I mean, I'm doing 50, and that was a little downhill, but I'm doing 50 comfortably. You know, I would highly suggest, if you're building a bike like this, of course, to have a billet flywheel, billet guard, and things of that nature. But you know, it's a good time. She's a good hoot and a half. Up that hill right there, we barely saw any drop. And I would like to see what this thing would do with Lonnie on it. So Lonnie's our test jockey because he only weighs 140 pounds. So this bike, I'm sure, would be surprisingly well with him on it. He was running around 60, I believe, is what he could top this bike out. And again, we can still gear this thing different. It's just I feel like with my weight, if this is my bike, it's geared appropriately for my weight. I can take off hard. You know, it's just a good time. It's a good bike. Just a good girl. But if you tried the Juggernaut, make sure to let us know in the comment section below what you thought about it. If you loved it, hated it. I think everything we've ran it on so far, we've loved it. I think it is sick. But I mean, she's cruising. This is what we wanted out of this bike. I do want different foot pegs, because again, I feel like I'm reclining. But it'd be interesting. The belt should have significantly different temperatures on it because of the fact that it's rollers inside the drive pulley of the CVT instead of those slide weights, those casted weights, which cause a lot of friction, a lot of heat. So again, that should knock the weight down significantly. She hoons, baby. And for a little mini bike, she's great. You know, now we could start really playing with the cam and doing some ratio rockers, because this engine's not built, I mean, as far as we want it. So definitely more episodes on this bike. Let us know what you think about the old hoon snorkel. She's great.
Well, fellas, the bike runs a ton better, and I know it's hard to tell because I'm a big fat daddy. Let's face it, I'm a purebred American. So we're relying on a tiny little engine to pull an elephant up a hill. But basically, the biggest difference, and I know you guys couldn't really tell from the video, you can hear the engine revving out, but the biggest difference in this setup is now when I come to a steep incline, it might drop to high 30s, where before it was dropping all the way to high 20s. I remember the hill before my house, that bike would drop all the way down to 25 miles per hour. That's not, I would have to get over in the emergency lane because you can't be riding on the road like that. So, and that's why we've never got this thing registered. Now, I think after I do some ratio rockers, do a heavier port job on it, because basically I just knock the edges off in that head, I think we can get more horsepower out of the engine, maybe play with a different cam, because I cannot remember the cam I have in that bike. We can make it do even better and make it perform like a Grom would perform. And I want to do this with a Tillotson because of the fact that, yeah, anybody can buy a 125 bike and just go ride it, but the fun of it for me is building it to perform like it, you know, shouldn't, I guess. But let me know what you think about the bike. Next episode, you're going to see Lonnie take it out. We're going to put a standard torque converter pulley back on it, a standard CVT pulley back on it. Lonnie's going to do a 0 to top speed, and we're going to time how fast. Let's say it gets 40 miles per hour with Lonnie on it. We're going to time how fast it got from 0 to 40. Then we're going to put the new pulley back onto it and do it again to show you guys the difference. We're going to do a hill climb. We're just going to do a bunch of testing to prove what the Juggernaut's doing. And I did get a pretty sick set of tires for Becca's mini bike, Miss Redbeard's. We'll be putting those on soon, and we're getting a set for Lonnie's mini bike that'll raise it up a little bit and beef it up, and then we're going to put that pulley on it as well. So definitely check out the Juggernaut pulley if you don't have a governor, and if you also have performance parts. This thing just opens it up. It is freaking sick, guys. I can't tell you enough. I wish you guys could come and ride the bikes to see the performance difference. But check out the links below. Tell them Redbeard sent you when you check out, because those do help us continue to do the videos. Friday there should be a video on the old Deuce. We got it back, building it for a customer, so watch out for that. And we got a lot of good content coming out, guys. We're just trying to get that garage finish up. And it's raining almost all this week, and we had a guy out there that's supposed to be working, but now it's raining, so everything's been slowing us down on the garage. Once we get in there, we got some huge, we got a turbo diesel project. We have a GSXR 600 project we've been collecting parts for. We're going to have some crazy stuff coming, guys, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy the rest of this year. And stay safe from Corona. Check out the events page for meetup rescheduling and stuff. Paint swap meet rescheduling. Make sure to always go to rbgcarts.com/events to keep up with what's changing during times like this. So thank you guys for watching. We love you, and God bless.